By simply looking at the trophy list, you may be left wondering just what exactly is the hardest trophy in DC League of Super Pets, as it looks like a pretty simple list. Well, perhaps its biggest challenge is simply getting through all of the on-the-rails shooter levels without getting bored, or maybe even doing them all with an A rank. Well, nope, that is actually really easy. So then maybe it's the trophies tied to that weird adoption minigame, or for leveling up all of the abilities to unlock all of the trophies for those. Nope, that's easy too. So maybe it's for just beating all of the game's bosses. Well, if you thought that, you'd also be wrong, because that's really easy too. No, the hardest trophy in this game is actually Lexbot Lover for not destroying any enemies, which in an on-the-rails shoot-'em-up game means that the hardest trophy is one that requires you to actively avoid playing it properly. And before anyone asks, you can't just fly to a specific section of the screen and let the game carry you towards the end of the level automatically without hitting something, because no matter where you go, you will end up hitting a Lexbot, whether it comes in front or behind you. So you're going to have to actually do this yourself.
I gotta make sure I pop that one bullshit PlayStation trophy.
So with a trophy like this, it's easiest to do it on the very first level, but whatever you do, don't pick Ace, Batman's dog. I'm sorry, Kevin Hart, but he has a superpower which you are forced to use at a certain point in this tutorial level that will cause you to throw batarangs out, which will automatically lock onto and destroy nearby Lexbots, thus voiding you for this trophy. So for this, you're going to have to play level 1 as Krypto, whose superpower is a freeze ray breath, which can still kill enemies, but thankfully if you push the camera up into the sky just before the superpower tutorial kicks in, you can aim it away from these Lexbots and avoid destroying any of them. And it can be a little bit tricky to do, but at least you can get past that bit without failing the trophy. I would also use Merton as the support buddy, as he has the Flash's speed force, which will help you fly faster and avoid certain Lexbots, though they can still catch up and hit you, forcing another restart. So you better get used to seeing that dog smiling, as you are likely to repeat this level multiple times before you get the trophy, due to some annoying BS moment that happens during an attempt run for the trophy. Like when you're trying to dodge incoming Lexbots that seem to come at you from random angles that are different each time you restart the level. Or perhaps you were just being too slow and too cautious when trying to go through the level, so some Lexbots you had avoided caught up with you and hit you off screen. Or maybe you were just too aggressive, going a bit too fast, and you end up flying into something, failing a run. Or, if you're really unlucky, you'll make it to this section of the level and just bounce off something and end up hitting a Lexbot, failing your run at the very end of the level. And despite being so close to getting that trophy mere seconds ago, you'll then do that really annoying thing where you get really frustrated, and despite getting so far and mastering most of the level, you'll now end up failing really early on due to silly things that hit you which you've dodged so many times before, forcing you to replay the level over and over again, getting even more frustrated each time you replay the level and see that annoying smiling dog just staring at you every time you start. For me, a really annoying fail was when I hit the S symbol, which forced me into a QTE where you destroy some incoming Lexbots on foot, which will then fail an otherwise good run because you're forced to kill them. And then when restarting, you end up hitting that same S symbol again, even though this time round you were purposely trying to dodge the damn thing. So at this point, you'll just get sick of seeing that dog smiling at you each time you restart that bloody level, that eventually you'll just want to give up and rage quit this damn thing. However, you'll eventually calm down and realise that this is a kid's game that you can easily platinum in a couple of hours, so having one tricky trophy isn't really the worst thing in the world, though this is definitely a frustrating trophy to try and get, but like I say, it's literally the only slightly challenging trophy in this game, and eventually you will get that trophy unlocked. The Lexbot Lover will be yours, and likely the Platinum trophy will soon pop after it. It's weird that this is the hardest trophy for not playing the game properly, yet when you're playing the game normally, everything else is easy. Go figure. So that is why the Lexbot Lover gets a BS rating of